How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I proudly present a full in-depth review of the all-new 2021 Audi SQ7. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn the ignition on. One press. And then to start, as usual, press the brake, and then press the start button again to start. As you can hear, the V8 just roars into life. It's got this lovely carbon fiber trim going across the dashboard. Let's go ahead and dismiss that for now. So the nice thing about the climate control here is you can swipe to adjust the temperature faster than usual. Sync option. Then the climate menu, so you have more options like rear climate control, and then you can either exit through this screen or by pressing the rear button again. AC off, and then max AC. Steering wheel heater. Coming to the transmission, it is an 8-speed automatic provided by ZF. You put your foot on the brake, push unlock, pull all the way back down for drive, pull back again for sport, then slide to the right for manual. You can also change gears with the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Half a click up to put the car into neutral, all the way forward for reverse. You do have a backup camera with guidance lines as you turn the steering wheel, so they're dynamic guidance lines, whereas if they did not move, they would be static. So neutral is half a click back, and then park. Electronic parking brake. You push down to release, and you pull up to apply. American models do not get auto hold. It's got this lovely steering wheel, leather wrapped, full power steering. Coming over here, we've got the headlight controls. Sorry for the sun glare, but it's currently in auto. That's the default setting upon startup. You press it once, that goes into manual on. If I press it again, that's parking lights, and then again, that's lights off completely. So I'll show you the menu again. So automatic, low beams, parking lights off. And then if you do as much as put your finger over the control, you can see what light mode you've selected. So now I'm going to go ahead, turn on the lights, as well as the all-weather lighting and the hazards. I'm going to pop the hood. Does have self-closed doors, LED side turn signal mirrors. It's got full adaptive LED headlights with laser high beams. However, currently, as of right now, the laser lights are not legal in the US. So for those of you dying to test out those LEDs, the laser LED high beams, you're gonna have to wait. But nonetheless, these turn signals are pretty cool as they just animate to the side. Go ahead and lift this up. So under the hood, we have a 500 horsepower V8. It's a 4-liter twin turbo. There's the coolant reservoir, jumper box, ECU, coolant information, full-time 4-wheel drive, emission information, so the tires on this car are Pirelli Scorpion Zero all season. They are Audi original on 21-inch rims. Here's the exhaust. The exhaust does get more aggressive in sport, for example. Just make sure that's tight. Premium only. Power tailgate. Here's where you can lower or raise the car from the rear. So I just press the lower button. The pilot light lights up, letting you know it's lowering, and it stays lit. And then to raise, the light goes out once it's at normal height. And then these buttons here will fold the seats down. But I'm not going to do that. So you have two options when closing the power tailgate. Just close, and then this closes it and locks the vehicle. LED license plate lights. There's the rear view camera as well. Again, with that turn signal animation in the rear. It's really cool. Go ahead and put it back to automatic. It also does have automatic high beams, which only function in the automatic mode. They can be activated at any time, however they won't work unless it's dark and the lights are on. All you got to do is just press this forward as if you were turning the high beams on. So here's where you can adjust what you see on the instrument cluster. So right now I've just put the tachometer off to the left, speedometer to the right, and here you can see stuff like your speed limit, boost, coolant temperature, etc. You press view again, you're back to the sport display. When you press these buttons here, you go between fuel consumption, media, Bluetooth, and navigation, as well as your drive mode. So displays what drive mode you're in. If you press this toggle off to the left, you can see different vehicle displays. So trip computer, lap times, lap statistics, because it's an SQ7, as well as the reduced display. You can also reset your trip. And the back button. Over on the right, this is the programmable favorite button. And you can set that function through here. Like, for instance, you can have that be your heated steering wheel button. Alright, drive select. So we have off-road, all-road, comfort, automatic, dynamic, and individual. So you can choose between a balanced and sport drive, comfortable, balanced, and sport suspension. Same with steering. And then your engine sound. So this is what controls the exhaust note. You can have it be quiet, automatic, or present, which is the loudest setting. So let's go ahead, put it in dynamic mode. I'm going to roll the window down and give you a listen to that 4-liter V8. All right, back to regular automatic. So here's the infotainment system. Right now we're on the media. You can store personalized content by pressing and holding an app. So, radio, media, phone settings, navigation, phone apps, vehicle settings. So this is where you can alternatively enter your Audi Drive Select vehicle data. So, G-force meter, also how far your vehicle is off to the left or right, status of your suspension. Obviously the suspension is fully automatic, so if you're in off-road, then it would be in just about the highest setting possible. Also you have efficiency assist, predictive messages, and then economy tips. You can turn those on and off. A little bit more on that. Seats. So you can switch between the driver and front passenger seat settings with this button here. Climate control. So another alternative to using the button down here. Light and visibility. Automatic light settings. Can activate the automatic lights early, medium, or late. Can also set up the auto high beams. So turning the system on and off, and also the laser lights, which are again not active. Also, you have entry and exit lighting and daytime running lights. Also, another few tips about this headlight switch. If you are in the off position, driving above 6 miles per hour resets it to automatic. Same with parking lights, except if you exceed 20 miles per hour, that's when it will go back to automatic mode. And when you have exceeded 20 miles per hour, you can only alternate between automatic and manual on. 2-person memory, so you have a pilot light when you are wanting to set the current settings to a particular button. So I've just set the current setup to position 1. So it's driver 1's memory. Lock and unlock. It's got heated mirrors. So that's to activate the heating. That's to fold the mirrors in. All 4 windows are fully automatic. Child locks. And then a tailgate control from inside. Some storage. Vent controls. Parking aid. Automatic activation when you put it into reverse. Adjust the volume. Entertainment fader. Can adjust that or turn it off if you don't like it. Driver assistance. So the default setting is maximum. Then you also have individual, which you can customize. So you can turn certain features you don't like off, for example, while keeping the ones you like on. And then basic, so little intervention, but the intervention is still there. And then settings button, so you can adjust your speed warning, and then you can turn on your warning threshold. So for example, say you had it at 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. Once you exceed more than 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, that's when the car will alert you to slow down. Traffic sign based warning threshold as well. traffic light information, adaptive cruise assist, you can turn lane guidance on and off, store last distance, driving program, and then predictive control. So you can set your speed limit off, on, or with tolerance. And then adjustment to curves along the route. Distance warning. You can set it in 1, 2, or 3 second intervals. Audi Presense. Information. You can turn the pre-warning off if you don't like it, as well as adjust the sensitivity. Turning assist, you can turn that on and off, same with swerve assist. Side assist, you can dim or brighten it. And then lane departure warning. So you can turn the vibration warning within the steering wheel on or off. And then service and settings. So this is where you can program the steering wheel button, which I have set to the heated steering wheel. You can also have camera views for your front tires, front corner, current voice guidance, switch to radio/media, traffic signs, traffic reports, day and night, and then voice guidance on and off. You also do have buttons over here for telephone, voice control, media. It does have automatic windshield wipers. Central locking. So you can set this so that when you hit the unlock button on the key, so you can choose between whether it will unlock all the doors or just the driver's door. So if you had it set to the driver's door, you'd have to hit the unlock button twice to fully unlock the car. Long press to open windows. So what this does is if you hold the button, it will drop all the windows down and open the sunroof. Disable rear lid handle. Mirror folding. You can turn on and off the beep when locking, and then the convenience key. Garage door opener. So there's one button for it. However, you can program up to 8 garage doors. Vehicle information, number of keys, TPMS. So that's where you can recalibrate it if you've had low tire pressure for any reason at any time. Oil level, service intervals. So this tells you when you next need an oil change or a full vehicle inspection. Toll module, so iPass, then number of occupants, and then you can set your air suspension for if you were towing a trailer or if you were changing your tires or wheels. And then you can set the wiper blades to the full up position if you were changing them. Alrighty. Let's go back to the main menu. User information, messages, news, weather, legal information. General settings, so date and time, measurement units, reminder signal and mobile device wireless charging. You can turn the wireless charging on and off. Subscriptions, speech dialogue system, version info, and then legal notes. So here's your equalizer, and then audio pilot, display and brightness. So here is where you can adjust the cockpit dimming, heads-up display. You can change the display contents. Can lower or heighten the display height. Dim the brightness or make it brighter, and then rotate it left or right. Virtual cockpit. So this is where you can change the look of the dashboard. Right now it's in S performance mode, and then if I change that, now it's in the sport mode, so you can see sort of your full tachometer as opposed to a track focus tachometer. You have off to your right your speedometer with a numerical speed readout. You can also see what drive mode you're in. Right now it's in auto, so if it were in dynamic, you would get dynamic on the screen. And then virtual cockpit settings, so you can adjust what you see, consumption display, average speed, driving time, distance driven, and date. I'm going to show you off to the left as I alternate through these. So consumption, average speed, driving time, distance driven, as well as the current date, which is incorrect. It is actually August 11th. Audi MMI, you can dim the brightness, haptic feedback settings, and then you can turn off the haptic feedback entirely, as well as turn acoustic feedback during touch input on and off. Screen cleaning system, operating in rear. And you can block the rear climates with parental controls. Actually, I believe if I'm not mistaken, you press this if you want to clean the screen. It doesn't have a screen cleaning system, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Data management, notifications, as well as tool tips. Auto start stop on and off, hill descent. As well as programming garage door openers. Heads up display. So shortcuts, and then this is to turn the upper screen off. Then you have heated seats. You can have the heated and cooled seats on at the same time. Cooled seats, AC, sync, system off, auto recirculation, as well as passenger side heated and cooled seats. Parking sensors and cameras. And then driver assistance shortcut. And here's where you can turn off the audio, as well as adjust the seek or the volume. So you tilt left to seek and turn it up or down to adjust the volume. It's got some storage here with wireless charging. Glove box storage. Here's the window sticker. You can pause this if you want to read it. It's got lovely stitching on the seats. Very nice. As I've said, carbon fiber everywhere. And up here we have interior illumination controls as well as sunroof controls. So this switch right in front is what brings back the sun blocker. Goes all the way into the back. They are both one-touch automatic. You can close them both at the same time, and then you pull back. You pull back on the switch to just tilt. Actually, you push forward, but yeah, you pull back to close, push in to tilt, and then pull back to open. Interior illumination, override, and then when this pilot light is lit, that's when the lights will not turn on when you open a door. And then to turn on the interior illumination individually, you just tap the light. So driver, passenger side reading lamps. And then you have roadside assistance. You do have a compass within the rear view mirror. Alright, I shall now check out the back. Here we have the rear climate control system with heated seats. Right now it's in automatic mode. You can manually adjust the zones if you so choose, as well as adjust your fan speed and temperature. Cup holders. You also do have a lock button, so you can lock the vehicle from the rear, as well as an automatic window control and an ashtray. And then a reading lamp. It's very spacious back here, a lot of leg room. And then the vent here in the rear. And then one on the other side as well. All right. That just about wraps up this tour, so if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, do what you guys do best. Peace out. Last but not least, I want to extend a special shout out to Continental Audi of Naperville, Illinois for making this possible. Take care and have a good day.